Stan Gibelisco here. This is HamScope 1.56 interface program on Windows 7. This is also W1AW MFSK 16 bulletin on 21 megahertz. The time is 0100 UTC on September 12th, 2013. That would be 7 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, September 11th, 2013. Now I'm going to try and tune this signal in. The idea is to get these two limits here, these two dashed lines, to go on either side of this curve here. We can switch over to a waterfall display. Maybe that'll show it a little more clearly. I have found this to be extremely tricky to tune in, but I appear to have gotten it tuned in now, as you can see. The radio is set for USB upper sideband without reversing the polarity. I had started out with reversed polarity. That didn't work. But here we be. That is the waterfall display down here below on HamScope, right down here below, as you can see. They're talking about propagation. Well, they've been coming in very well here on 21 megahertz until, well, they're starting to get a little bit weak now, a little weaker than they were. They were 10 dB over S9, now they're fading down into the S6, S7 range. So I have heard that this mode, MFSK, can come in and print even when you can't hear it. So in that sense, I've heard that it might even be better than human ears and CW. Maybe we're about to find out. Looks like the band is on its way down, about ready to close down real fast. See how fast that's going? They're down to S3. Well, here's the question, though, about this mode. Assuming that that is actually true, and that you can print even when you can't hear the signal, that's just great in a situation like this, where the band goes out while you're on the air and tuned in properly. But suppose that you want to actually make a contact in this mode. There's somebody out there waiting for you to send your CQ, but they don't know what frequency you're on, and they don't know where to put their interface program. Then how are you ever going to have a contact? I mean, even if the station is there and readable, if you don't know where it is in advance, how are you ever going to know where to tune your radio? I mean, it's sort of like the gold is there, but you don't know it's there. I mean, you're living on top of a gold mine, right? That could be the case with my house, by the way. I live in Leeds, South Dakota. I sure hope that nobody ever finds out about it, because I wouldn't get any rights to that gold. It'd probably belong to the Hearst Corporation. I don't really know, but I know I don't have mineral rights here. They'd kick me out of my house because I was sitting on top of a gold mine. Go figure. Only in America, right? Eminent domain. Let the libertarians take over, say I. Well, now I'm ranting. But you can read this. The signal is now up to about S5 again, but it's fading way down there below S3. Now, you'd still be able to copy this on CW. Again, this is the program called HamScope. It gives you MFSK 16 capabilities. I just think this is such a totally cool mode. I don't know why. Something about this mode just really rings my chimes. Well, anyway, that is the W1AW bulletin. I don't really know what these numbers mean, do you? these sunspot numbers or flux numbers. Listen. That signal is getting weak. A perfect test of MFSK 16 and HamScope and Windows 7 and my IC 746 Pro with the 22-foot vertical on the deck of my nerd castle. Coming to you live, or well, not live anymore now. Time shifted from the Noid Cave, Stan Gibelisco W1GV, Whiskey 1, Golf Victor, signing off, 73, so long.